السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله
صلى الله عليه وسلم.
حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله أكبر الله أكبر.
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله لنا رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة بأحمد. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه من والاه أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال تبارك وتعالى كما ورد في سورة آل عمران: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: لا تقاطعوا ولا تجابروا ولا تباغضوا ولا تحاسدوا وكونوا إخوانا كما أمركم الله. أخرجه مسلم في الصحيح. وقال الشاعر كما كتب إمام رازي في كتاب مفاتيح الغيب: لا مات أعداؤك بل خلدوا حتى يروا منك الذي يكمد. لا زلت محسودا على نعمتي فإنما الكامل من يحسد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي آمين يا رب العالمين. So before we can start, I just want to remind myself and everyone to take a special precaution because cases of COVID are going up. And I just got the message from two masajid in Boston. They are closed for next 2 weeks because they had two brothers who came in the COVID and they prayed Salatul Jummah last week. So the entire masjid is shut down again. And we don't want other masajid to close again after we felt what it feels like after masajid is closed. We don't want to go back into that square one. So please take a special precaution. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect all of us. And if you feel that any flu-like symptoms or any exposure, potential exposure to COVID, then forget about fard and sunnah. It's haram for you to come for Jummah at that time. Because you are not only harming yourself, you are harming other brothers and sisters. La darara wa la dirara fil Islam. So stay home, inshallah, praise Zuhr Salah. You will get extra reward for this, inshallah ta'ala. Now, today I want to talk to you about a spiritual disease. And this spiritual disease, the reason why I'm saying this is spiritual disease is because you can't see this. You can only feel this. So for the next few minutes, next 30 minutes, I'll be talking about something which you can only feel. And that is jealousy, hasad. And this is so dangerous that it have destroyed the humanity from the day one. It have been the enemy of human being from the day one. We all know the story of Adam and Iblis mentioned almost 7 times in the Quran. The root cause of Iblis denying doing sajda to Adam is because of this jealousy. So this is important for all of us because our parents had issue with someone being jealous with them. And just want to tell you it's such a huge topic. So I don't want to cover every ayat and hadith related to this topic. I will assume all of you know that jealousy is haram in Islam. I will assume that all of you know that jealousy is a negative trait. You don't have to be a Muslim for knowing that. What I want to focus in this brief khutbah is the causes of jealousy, asbabul hasad, what causes jealousy, and then how to solve this issue, how to fix this issue. And remember, you cannot see this, so it's extremely hard. No one else will see that you have jealousy. You won't be able to see that I have jealousy because you cannot see. The only person who can see or who can feel that I have jealousy is myself. That makes it really hard to fix it because appearance might be nice, but on the inside we have this monster named jealousy. So we are the only one with the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will be able to fix this. No one else will going to see this. So first the causes and then the solution, inshallah. But just briefly, what is jealousy in Islam? Because if you just Google jealousy, they will give you definition from psychological aspect, which is sometime goes in line with the Sharia, sometime it might not go in line with the Sharia. So if you open any book of Islamic law or tazkiyah, and you will see what's the ta'rif, what's the definition of hasad, jealousy, they will tell you when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed someone, a brother or sister, and you have this desire that that favor from that brother or sister should be taken away, should be snatched, and if possible, given to me. If not possible, at least it should be snatched from that brother or sister. This feeling is jealousy. This feeling is jealousy and hasad. Like for example, the best example which modern psychologist gives, which goes in line with the Sharia, that especially on social media, if you're on social media, and if you see, oh man, he's getting so much following, so many views, so many likes, and no one likes my picture. So eventually, if you are not a spiritually well-trained person, you will feel that thing in the heart, which we call jealousy. Remember, in Islam, ghibta is different than hasad. I'll try to make it simple. In Islam, competing someone in doing good, desiring from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wishing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah, this so-and-so person have an amazing recitation. Can you give me such a beautiful voice? It's fine. Actually, it's recommended sometimes. As long as you are not having this desire that that blessing should be taken away from him or her. So this is absolutely fine in Islam. This is competition and it's healthy. As long as it's healthy, it's fine. Okay. And actually, it's mentioned in many different ahadiths. Again, I don't want to go into the different route. I just want to keep my focus on causes and solution of jealousy. And it's so important, subhanAllah, it's so important to discuss these things because most of our evil things, most of our crimes, most of our sin, the root cause is jealousy. When you backbite someone, there is a chance that you are jealous with that person. That's why you are tarnishing his reputation or her reputation. When you accuse someone, there is a chance that you are jealous with his or her achievement. When you are indulging in a gossiping and trying to destroy each other's reputation, there is a chance that you are jealous with the achievement of the other person. So this happens all the time. How do you figure out that if I have a jealousy or not? I'll tell you some symptoms as given by these scholars. If you are sitting in a gathering, or if you're sitting alone, and if someone is being praised in front of you, if someone is being praised, some people give compliments to this brother or this sister. MashaAllah, this brother is so good. He's doing an amazing work. She's doing an amazing work. And you are not feeling good. You are feeling desperate, itching hard to take out filth and to compensate with negativity. This is actually jealousy. You're struggling with jealousy. And this khutbah is for all of us because all of us have this issue. Now let's start with the causes of jealousy. And if you will have time, I want to discuss even the dangers of jealousy, but let's see inshallah if you will have time. So whatever I was going to say is the summary of the two books. One is Ihya by Imam Ghazali and one is by Mawsu'a Fiqh al-Qulub by Sheikh Muhammad Ibrahim. I don't want to give reference to these books in between my talks. I'll just give in the start, inshallah. Let's start. First cause of jealousy, first sabab of hasad, cause of jealousy. And the most severe and dangerous cause of jealousy is animosity. Jealousy which is caused by grudge, by animosity, by hatred. This is the most severe, most serious cause of jealousy. This cause of jealousy can lead to killing people, or at least verbally harming people. This cause of jealousy. And you know, this cause of jealousy, you will going to feel happy when other person receives a difficulty. This kind of jealousy, because it's generated by hate, it's generated by animosity. So if other person receives difficulty, you will feel happy. If other person receives some good thing, you will feel sad, to the point that if other person is being punished in this dunya, or other person is receiving a difficulty, you will think that Allah is happy with me, because your life is too busy, preoccupied with what others are getting, without focusing on what you can get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what jealous people are. Actually, this type of jealousy is addressed in the Quran. Subhanallah, sometimes we have to study Quran from a psychological lens. Subhanallah. In Surah Al Imran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was giving his analysis on the battle of Uhud, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, In tamsaskum hasana tasuhum. There, O Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, if you receive any good, these people, they feel sad. And then he says, وَإِن تُصِبْكُمْ سَيَّا يَفْرَحُوا بِهَا. And if you receive any difficulty, any hardship, these people will feel happy. So their happiness, their sadness is not what Allah has given to them, it's actually what Allah has given to you. This is what happens with a jealous person. He's not concerned about what he's getting or she's getting. They're concerned about what other people are not getting. And this is the worst kind of jealousy, or severe cause of jealousy, which can cause many serious issues. And you have to understand this before we can discuss other causes. Most of the time, jealousy can be caused when we have some common interest. Let's say two medical doctors graduated from the same school. One is giving back to community, driving nice car, earning more. The other one will say, oh man, we used to study in the same school. The other guy is becoming more successful in materialistic life. So this is a cause of jealousy. Two imams, two speakers, two real estate businessmen, two students, two siblings. Rivalry between siblings is reality. See Surah Yusuf. So you have to have a common interest to feel that jealousy. What's the solution of this first cause? If you are jealous with someone out of animosity, out of hatred, the solution is very simple. To finish that hatred and animosity so that you will feel better about yourself regardless of what other people are getting. Actually, there's a beautiful hadith in Sahih Muslim. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this: "La taqata'u wa la tadabaru wa la tabaghadu wa la tahasadu wa kunu ikhwanan kama amarakum Allah." When you are jealous with someone, you might start having this grudge, this hatred, and then you don't want to see each other's face. You want to turn your back towards each other. You want to cut off the relationship from each other because of the jealousy. You don't want to invite that brother or sister in your weddings, in your family events. You want to kick that brother or sister out from your WhatsApp groups, whatever. Allah's messenger is saying, La taqata'u, do not cut off relationship. Then, wala tadabaru, do not show your back to others. Wala tabaghadu, do not harbor grudge, animosity, hatred in your heart. Wala tahasadu, and it all happens because of hasad, jealousy. Don't become jealous with each other. Be brothers and sisters in the community. So first reason is animosity and hatred, which gives birth to jealousy. Second, and this is very common in our times of social media. Second cause of jealousy is actually fame. Sum'a, fame, or individualism, talabul jah. And wallahi, I'm not bringing this myself. Go and read Ghazali, go and read Muhammad Ibrahim in Mawsu'a Fiqh al-Qulub. These great scholars, they say, how can this affect jealousy? Let's say if you are an amazing speaker, if you are an amazing reciter, if you are an amazing activist, if you are an amazing doctor who is giving back to the community, If within the family you are one of the most successful family member than the other family member, even when it comes to other things, then you will have this fear, because you are famous, then you will have this fear that if someone else will come in the same market, my fame will go down, or at least it will be divided. I won't get the same attention. Then what you will do, you will try your level best to bring those people down who's trying to come in the market. Just a simple example. Just a simple example. And I don't want to pick on any one of you, so I'll pick on myself. Let's say I'm Imam of this masjid, and I'm getting 100 students in every class I'm teaching. 2 years down the road, there's other masjid who hired an Imam, and then they are getting 50 students, and now I'm getting 50 students. So there's a reduction. Previously I was getting 100 students, now I'm getting 50 students. And God forbid, if I am not a spiritually trained Imam, then jealousy can come in my heart. That previously these 50 people were my students, and now they are going to the other Imam. Then I'm going to give fatwa, the heated khutbahs, that Imam is teaching wrong, his aqidah is wrong, he's an undercover rabbi, so on, so forth. You might not even realize what is happening, but I know this is actually jealousy. And this can happen with everyone, And that's why it's dangerous to fix this issue, You know, if you have I will give you another example again. I don't want to pick on you, so I'll give you my example. If I have an amazing recitation, although I don't, if I have an amazing recitation, and if any guest Imam will come, and I'll say, Shaykhana, please lead us. And if he leads, and if he really have a better recitation than me, and if I have that foolish perception of myself that I am the best in the business, then people will ask me, Shaykh, what do you think about this guest Imam's recitation? And I will say, if I will accept that, he have a better recitation, then it will hurt my ego. I don't want to do that. And out of jealousy, what I will say, his recitation was good, but his qalqala was not okay. His gunna was not coming from nose. I don't know where it was coming from, but definitely not coming from nose. All these things. He's fine, but this is what happened. And again, the root cause is you want to stay at that top level, number one position. You don't want to come down. That's another cause of jealousy. By the way, the Jewish scholars in Medina, when they didn't believe in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was for this reason. It was for this jealousy. That they had the status of scholars in that society, Medinan society. And how do you believe in this new guy in the blog coming from Makkah, claiming to be a prophet? We know that he is a prophet, but if we will surrender to him, we have to lose our status. And that's why they cause jealousy. So again, this is a second cause of jealousy, out of fame, out of individualism. Third cause of jealousy. I hope you will remember all of this, inshallah. First is animosity, grudges, hate. Second is out of fame. Third cause of jealousy is out of arrogance. Min asbab al-hasad, kibr wa ta'azzuz. Arrogance. If you are an arrogant person, how can it turn into a jealousy? You never want people to come above you. There are people who are under you, like in your job, in your class. There are people who have benefited from you. And you never want them, if you are an arrogant person, to come above you. You always want them to stay lower than you. And then it will cause jealousy if they are trying to come up because of natural talent, what Allah has given to them. And then you will going to do whatever you can to manifest this jealousy and to bring them down. And this happens all the time. The leaders of Quraysh in Mecca, they had this kind of jealousy. They didn't want Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, not because they don't agree with the akhlaq and character of Rasulullah. They all know Rasulullah ﷺ's character. فَقَدْ لَبِسْتُمْ فِيكُمْ عُمْرٌ فَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Rasulullah will spend a life within them. Everyone knows about the character of Rasulullah ﷺ. But they were saying, this person who was orphan, who is not extremely rich, لَوْلَا نُزِّلَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ عَلَى رَجُلٍ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ عَظِيمٍ. How can this person can lead us? So they had this jealousy out of arrogance, and then they tried to pull Rasulullah ﷺ's status down. And it's very interesting. If you ask Abu Lahab, Abu Jahl, Abu Bakr, and Umar in Meccan days, what do you think about Prophet Muhammad ﷺ? They all will give same response? No. Abu Bakr and Umar will going to start praising Rasulullah ﷺ. And Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab will try to stop you with whatever way they can for you to believe on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It tells us very important lesson. When people are criticizing others, or they are hating others or praising others, you don't have to take their words for serious consideration. You have to consider other factors also, because this is extremely important. Okay, another cause of jealousy, I know it's taking too long. Another cause of jealousy is jealousy out of failure of objective. Al-khawf min fawt al-maqasid. Two people trying to achieve same goal. One gets it, the other one will going to get jealous. Let this happen, so let's say two men trying to marry the same woman. One man marries the other guy, miskeen guy, he became jealous. Or it happens between the siblings also. One sister gets marriage proposal, the other sister, if she's not spiritually trained, she will going to get jealous. Even, subhanallah, Imam Ghazali says it can happen between two scholars. It can happen between two successful people in the society. That you want to get that number one position, you want to get more likes, more following. And for you, as a number two scholar, to get the number one position, there is no way you are getting there unless you will pull the status of number one scholar. He will come down and you will go up. That's how the psyche plays. And then there are other factors also, other causes also. I'm just going to the solution because we don't have time. Jealousy out of shock, ta'ajjub. That you would never expect such a person will be a successful person in life. He was a backbencher in your class, in your college, in school, and all of a sudden now he have become successful, and you will be like, really? Him? Her? She have become successful? He have become successful? And that will cause jealousy because you never anticipated from them. You never expected from them. So all these are causes of jealousy. And may Allah protect all of us from jealousy. Ameen Ya Rabb. What is the solution for this? See, no one else can help you except you yourself with the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because no one else will see you that you have jealousy. Yes, you might show some symptoms, but deep in your heart, only you know that your heart is struggling with jealousy. And you have to recognize this to solve this issue. No one else will be able to see this. And I'll tell you something before I can tell you solution. I have spent last 10, 12 years in Islamic field academics. If you are thinking that scholars don't have this issue, yes, the righteous scholars don't have this issue. But not all the imams and scholars are righteous. Even scholars and tullab, students of knowledge, they have this issue of jealousy. Oftentimes more than a regular person. Oftentimes more than a regular person. So what's the solution? What's the solution? First, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to clean your heart. Allahumma tahir qulubana min al-hasad. Ameen Ya Rabb. Because we all need to ask this dua, not only one time, because we need to keep checking our intention. Maybe jealousy is creeping in my heart. Why I'm not loving that person if he have buy a new house, if he's getting success in his business, if he's doing this, if he's doing that. First thing is to make dua that may Allah clean your heart from the hasad. Second, and this is by the way, very bitter medicine. I hope we all can do this. I hope we all can do this. Practical tip given by these scholars, how to end jealousy. And again, this is very difficult, but I hope all of you can do this. He says, try to do exactly opposite of what a jealous person will do. Try to do exactly opposite. So Imam Ghazali brings this example. Imam Ghazali says, if you are sitting somewhere and if you are feeling negative about someone, jealous about someone, do exactly opposite. Start praising him. Start praising her. Because a normal jealous person will start backbiting him or her. Start bashing him or her on his face. Start praising him or her. MashaAllah, you are so good, brother. You are giving a medicine to yourself at that time. Although this is bitter medicine, but wallahi, then there is no chance that jealousy will grow in your heart. Praise that person if you feel jealousy about him. On his face, on his back. That mashallah, he's amazing, brother. He's amazing. She's amazing, sister. Do that. If this is jealousy out of arrogance, be humble in front of him. This will fix the jealousy issue. Try to take benefit, try to value his or her work. This will fix the jealousy issue. I know it's hard, because if you are jealous, it is expected from you, you will going to bash him or her. But to solve this, to fix this, you have to give exactly opposite medicine. Make dua for him or her if you are jealous. If you are sitting and you feel negative about a brother or sister in community, make dua for that brother or sister in his absence. This will going to put love in your heart. I know this is hard, but inshallah we will be able to do it, inshallah. Third solution, remember the consequences of hasad, nata'ijul hasad. Remember the consequences of jealousy, and that will pull you back from jealousy. What are the consequences of jealousy? We all know iyyakum al-hasad, stay away from hasad because it will eat all of your good deeds. We all know that. But even from materialistic perspective, not only from the religious perspective, Rasulullah says, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, in Sunan Tirmizi, and this hadith is so scary, subhanallah. He says, "La tuzhiru ash-shamatata li akhik, fayarhamahu Allah wa yabtalik." In Sunan Tirmizi, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, do not express happiness when your brother or sister is struggling in their life. Because if you will do this, there are chances that Allah will take them out of that struggle and difficulty with His mercy, and Allah will put you into the same difficulty. Can you imagine the situation of a jealous person? No dunya, no akhirah, nothing. Allahumma tahir qulubana min al-hasad. Ameen ya Rabb. Fourth solution. And this might sound, oh, how it's related to solution. Rasulullah says, initiate salam. Initiate salam. And this is a long hadith, but I'll quote it anyway, inshallah. Rasulullah says in one hadith, Dabba ilaykum da'ul ummam qablakum al-hasad wal-baghdha hiya al-haliqa. He says the jealousy and hasad have destroyed previous nation, and it will destroy you also. And how to solve this? He says, La tadkhulul jannah hatta tu'minu wa la tu'minu hatta tahabbu, that you are not entering Jannah until you will love each other. And how you will do this? Afshu salam bainakum. Spread salam. Say salam to each other. He said, say salam, but he started the hadith with jealousy. The jealousy will destroy all of you. It means what? Once you are jealous with someone, now we have this messaging. If you know that communication is still open, text that person, Assalamu alaikum brother, just want to say salam. How are you feeling? It will crush your nafs, it will crush your ego to do this, that you are jealous with this person, you have backbited this person, but now you are reconciling and you're taking first step. Afshu salam bainakum. And then obviously focus on akhirah and Jannah. Most of the times we are doing hasad and jealousy because we are concerned for the things in dunya, materialistic things, wealth, fame, social status. In Jannah, all of us will going to get whatever we want without decreasing other person's reward. So try to focus in Jannah that, okay, I'm going to get Jannah and other people will also get Jannah and everyone will get whatever they will ask for. So in Jannah, we won't have this issue of hasad. Why we have this issue in this dunya? In Jannah, we won't have this issue. So keep focusing there, because in dunya, you will have these issues. And the last solution. See, it's not possible for you to become like everyone. If you try to become like everyone, you will lose yourself. Every person is given a different talent, different skill, different unique. Try to be yourself. You know, when young Hufaz are leading Taraweeh or Salah in the voice of Sheikh Abdul Rahman Sudais or Sheikh Mahir al-Mu'aqili, and I would say, mashallah, beautiful recitation. But there is only one Sheikh Mahir al-Mu'aqili in the world. There is only one Sheikh Abdul Rahman Sudais in the world. And there is only one Hasib and Abdullah and all these young Hufaz. So be yourself. Yes, try to get inspiration, but be yourself. I'm going to tell you that it's impossible for you to become like everyone. And that will create hasad. At least try to love these people if you cannot become like them. Because if you don't love these people, and if you see them flourishing in the life, then there is a chance that you will develop hatred. So love these people if you cannot become like them. This hadith is mentioned in Sahih Muslim. Anas radiallahu anhu narrated this beautiful hadith, subhanallah. He says, a person came, anna rajulan qala, Ya Rasulullah, mata sa'a. A person came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, when is Day of Judgment coming? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam know everything about the signs of Day of Judgment. He could have said, oh, the Dajjal is coming, pandemic will come, COVID. He could have said that. He said this, وَمَاذَا عَدَدْتَ لِلسَّاعَةِ. What did you prepare for the Day of Judgment? Tell me. the most practical answer. No academic discussion. Tell me, what did you prepare for Day of Judgment? Then he says, قَالَ لَا. He says, I haven't prepared that much, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. إِلَّا إِنِّي أُحِبُّ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. Except that I have love of Allah and His Messenger in my heart. Then Rasulullah says, فَإِنَّكَ مَعَ مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. That indeed you will be with your loved ones in the Day of Judgment. It means you will be saved, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen ya Rabb. Why I'm saying this? It's impossible for you to be like everyone, but at least love them wherever they are, so that you won't have this jealousy and hatred in your heart, inshallah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala amma ba'd. Just last thing about, we all spoke about causes of jealousy. We spoke about how to fix this issue if you are jealous with someone. How to protect yourself if someone else is jealous with you. That's also very important. Just 2-3 things and we'll end, inshallah. First, make constant dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do proper azkar of the morning and of the evening mentioned in our hadith. Surah Falaq and Surah Falaq have that ayah min sharri hasidin idha hasad. You are seeking protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from hasad and from hasidin. Second, you do not have to share your achievement all the time with people unless there is a need. Why you want to share every achievement if there is no need? Remember when Yusuf saw a beautiful dream that he will become a prophet who will save the people of Egypt? Why Yaqub advised him, La taqsus ru'yaka ala ikhwatik. Yusuf, make sure you don't share this on Facebook. Why? Because jealousy is real. Rasulullah says, Kullu zi ni'ma mahsud. So you don't need to share everything, especially in the times of social media, unless there is a need, if it will benefit more than harm. And the last thing is that never stop doing good things because someone is jealous with you. Remember this. People will be jealous with you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most wise people were jealous with him. Yusuf alayhi salam, prophet, people were jealous with his own brothers. Do not stop doing good things. Do not overcompensate because there is someone jealous. Because that mentality, you try to please everyone. No, you cannot do this. There is actually, I will end my khutbah on this poem, inshallah, then we'll make dua. So a poet says, كل العداوات قد ترجى مؤدتها إلا عداوة من عاداك من حسدي. The poet says, every animosity in this world can be finished. There is a possibility, except the animosity or hate due to jealousy. Because a jealous person won't be satisfied until you would give that favor away. So if you are doing something good and that is causing jealousy, just don't stop doing good things. Make dua for that other person that he will receive some kind of help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect all of us from jealousy. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-Jannatul Firdaus wa na'udhu bika min sakhatin min an-nar. Ameen ya Rabb. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa faqim as-salah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله